Starting up is hard. Working when everything is being thrown at you is the most difficult thing. To keep an eye on a strategic process through all of that, sometimes it feels near on impossible. But every decision a leader makes must be a strategic one, every day. Strategic leadership, yes, it is a daily thing. Every decision impacts. Are you looking up often enough? Are you connecting the dots? I often talk with leaders about decision making and their daily work. They tell me they are overstretched, they're busy, and we get into discussions about how to address these day-to-day challenges. These discussions always lead back to strategy and impact. We need to stop. Strategic thinking. There is a misconception that strategic planning is an event in itself. Getting the plan written up might be, but the strategic planning process, strategic leadership, and strategic thinking are the lifeblood of every leader every day. Being strategic is the one element that determines if you are effective or not. Leadership is really hard, and we are pulled in so many different directions. Starting up a new school, a new system, or being thrust into a new way of working is so challenging. It is frustrating, exhausting, exciting, exhilarating, challenging, all in the same breath. Strategic thinking and strategic decision making gets us through. We all get into situations where our eyes are too focused on the day-to-day work and we forget about strategy. Now I want to help you out here. Strategic thinking comes in two parts, daily and that big picture. It really comes down to a simple process that you need to put straight into your mind, a process that you can work through immediately. Some key questions. Is this decision right for us? Why not? What is the impact of this decision? Who? What resourcing is needed? What processes would need to be put in place? What is the ripple effect? What will happen because of this decision? Who? What? How? What are potential risks and challenges? Are there any duplications with this decision? Will they exist? Timing. Is this the best time to do this? Communication. Who needs to know? When, how, and how much do I tell them? What do people actually need to know? And does this need to happen? And if so, when and how? Some people will buy into new initiatives and take on new ideas because it sounds great and it becomes a Christmas tree, not because it fits with what's going on and what we actually need. Saying yes can cost you a lot. No can impact just as much. Immediate responses impact, as do no answers at all or delays in responding. Get the picture? You have to be agile. Can you decide now? Can you delay a response? This is strategic thinking. Always, what is the impact? This has to become a reflex reaction. We call this strategic operation. Strategic operations, the second part is strategic processes. Are you working in a way that impacts positively? Is your way of working strategic and actually achieving what you need to do? Reflect, review. Some key questions about this that bring you back to strategy. Do you make the time to stop and to review how you work, your team works, and the functionality of your team? Do you step back and look at the impact you make on a bigger scale? Where have you gone, and are you aligning yourself and everyone else to the vision? How did you and your team impact? What inroads have you made, and what tragedies have you left in your wake? Are you looking with a different lens, with fresh eyes, or have you just picked up where you left off last year and you've just carried on? Is the way we work healthy for everyone? Are we achieving in the way we want to? Have you stopped to ask for feedback to reset your direction? Have you changed in numbers, size, roles, responsibility? Is there someone new in your team? Do your new team have different needs? New teams change the dynamic of even the most effective teams. Do you need to re-establish your norms? Have you got the right people working on the right things in the most effective way? Are you accessible? Are you too busy or over-meeting? Are you strategic or spending too much time being reactionary and firefighting? Strategic plans are the easier part of strategic thinking and strategic operation. Working strategically on the right things at the right time and with the right people is so much harder to do. Decisions you make every day impact. Think of it like when water drops on a rock. Over time, it makes a huge crack, a huge impact. Every decision you make is a drop of water. Are you a strategic operator? This is an essential and critical part of leadership. Daily decision making for strategic leadership. It's a simple but challenging process.